finally in November, aka the beginning of my favorite time of the year. The time of the year where I can officially gush and talk about Christmas all I want. Love it to bits. But aside from that, I am also here today to do my monthly favorites. So stay tuned for the items I loved in October. Hello everyone, it is Samantha. I hope you guys had a fabulous October. This year is just flying by. I cannot believe it's already the beginning of November. At the time of filming, it's the 7th. It just kind of blows my mind. Christmas is going to be here before we know it. But really, this has nothing to do with today's video. As I said in the intro, I'm here today to do my October favorites. I have a bunch of things that I really enjoyed in the month of October, and I can't wait to share them with you guys. This is a booktube channel, so I do like to put my book-related items at the beginning, so my favorite book and booktubers. So now let us dive into the bookish section. So for the month of October, my favorite read for the month was Wildwood Dancing by Juliet Marillier. I love Juliet Marillier. I loved her Seven Waters books, and I had been really itching to read more of her books. I read Heart's Blood, which was a standalone by her. It was okay, but I wanted to try out some more. So I got Wildwood Dancing on audiobook and absolutely loved it. It was such a fun book. It's basically a fairy tale retelling of several different fairy tales, so 12 Dancing Princesses and a couple of others, but if I tell you what those are, it'll kind of give away some big plot points, I think. So I'm not going to tell you, but there are a couple other fairy tale twists run in there. But as with almost all of Juliet Marillier's works, this is a fae story, and it takes place in Romania and follows 5 sisters, Jenna being the main sister that this story follows, and it basically kind of shows their adventures in dealing with the fae, the end result of that adventure, which was probably the worst synopsis ever, but I really enjoyed this one, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was just a really, really fun book. It was definitely one that I needed at the time, and I love fae stories, and her language is really beautiful. I love the setting. It takes place in Romania in about the 1500s, and it was just fantastic. So I definitely recommend checking out Juliet Marillier's works in the future because she really just has a wonderful lyrical way of writing that makes the story just a joy to read and listen to. So now we're going to get into my favorite booktubers from the month of October. I typically like to showcase 3 of my favorites from the past month. I am subscribed to over 700 of you guys. I think I'm actually closer to 800 now. So if you're not mentioned, know that I still love your channel. I just have so many to choose from, but I try to choose a few each month that are maybe considered to be a little bit underrated. Just some people I've really been enjoying. So I love all of you guys. You guys are all amazing. First booktuber I want to mention is Gabs About Books. I love her channel. She reads YA and fantasy and contemporary, and she just reads a whole variety of books, but she has a wonderful personality, and she's very interactive in the community and will take the time out to comment on my videos and other people's videos, and she's just a really, really lovely person. The second booktuber I want to mention is Hannah from Hannah Books and Beauty. I love Hannah. She is somebody that will not be afraid to tell you what she thinks, give you her opinion. You can always go to her channel, and you know that you will get an honest review and opinion on a book. She just also has a kind of wonderful personality, and she created this super fun Addams Family book tag that was going around last month. It had really great questions, and I actually like Hannah. She's kind of like a breath of fresh air. And the last one I want to talk about is Katie from Katie Loves to Read. I really like Katie. She also reads a ton of fantasy, and she's recently picked up Michael J. Sullivan's books, which is fantastic because I love Michael J. Sullivan, as you guys probably know by now. So basically, if you guys like my channel, you're also going to like Katie's channel. I've actually gotten a few fan recommendations from watching her videos as well, and she's also another person who's really sweet and wonderful personality. So all of these people will be linked down below, so please check them out and subscribe. You guys will enjoy them, I promise you. So now we're going to move into the TV section of this favorites video. There were a couple of television shows that I absolutely fell in love with the month of October. One is actually an old favorite, but it returned to its 2nd season, and the other one's a new favorite. So the new favorite is actually Doc Martin. This is a BBC show. You can find it on Netflix. I've heard of Doc Martin. I've had some people telling me to watch it before, and my mom and I finally started watching it, and it is fantastic. It follows this doctor who is afraid of blood. He used to be a surgeon, but he developed a fear and anxiety of blood, and he ends up going to live in a small town. I think it's in Cornwall. I could be mistaken, though. But it's this little village, and he has to become their general practitioner, and he kind of gets, caught up with all the locals. They're kind of eccentric mix of people. He's definitely very straight-laced and stiff, but it's hilarious. His sarcasm is on point as well, but it's just a really enjoyable show. I don't know, just something about it I just love. It's a hilarious show, and it's kind of heartwarming and funny and sad, and it's just perfect. The second show is an old favorite that returned for its 2nd season, and it's Expedition Unknown with Josh Gates. This show follows Josh Gates, who is an archaeologist. He actually used to have a show on the Sci-Fi Channel called Destination Truth, that he would investigate strange mysteries, paranormal creatures, things like that. travel to the countries and around the world and investigate them. And Expedition Unknown is his new show that started last year, where he investigates historical mysteries like Amelia Earhart's Lost Plane, and this season he's done the real King Arthur, who that could have been, the real Robin Hood, who that could have been, Genghis Khan's grave. So like historical mysteries. But I love Josh Gates. He is hilarious. He is a total smartass. His humor is just perfect. He makes the show really enjoyable to watch. It's kind of like a modern day Indiana Jones almost, but it's just a lot of fun, and I don't know, I just really, really recommend it. And the season in particular has been perfect because he investigated King Arthur, which is awesome, and Robin Hood, which was cool, and the Genghis Khan one was really fascinating. So really, really recommend his show as well. You can find it on the Travel Channel, and I'm not sure about online. You might be able to find it online, but I'm not entirely certain about that point. Moving into food-related items, I had a couple of food items that I really enjoyed. The first one I don't have because it's gone, and they're not selling it anymore because it's kind of fall-related, and that's sad. But it was Brock's Candy Corn Caramel Macchiato, and it actually had a coffee in the candy corn, and it was delicious. I love candy corn anyway. I know there's kind of a love-hate relationship with people with candy corn, but I love it. I always have, and Brock's is the best. You can never tell me otherwise. But they came out with several new flavors this year, and that was one of them, and I absolutely loved it. I was like just eating it in disgusting amounts at work, and it was terrible because it was a combination of sugar and caffeine, and I would drink coffee too, and there were a few days where I was like totally jittery. So I don't recommend eating them and drinking coffee. That was kind of a mistake. But it was delicious, and it was so good. So if you can ever find it again, I recommend you check it out because it was the best candy corn ever. The next food-related item is a beverage, actually. We have a Keurig at home and at work, and I use K-Cups at work because our work coffee is like mud. It's just so gross. And I decided to try a new one. I usually use a Green Mountain Nantucket at work, but they have a holiday one out. So I tried the Green Mountain Holiday Blend coffee for the Keurig machine, and it is so good. It's just smooth. It's not too dark because I don't like too dark of a roast in the afternoons. It's just a really, really good coffee. I don't really know what makes a holiday aside from the box. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't have like any type of spice or anything to it. It's just a really nice mellow coffee. So if you're looking for a new Keurig K-Cup to try, I recommend trying out the Green Mountain Holiday Blend. Moving into the beauty-related items, I have a couple of items I want to show you guys. The first one is from the new Essie 2015 Fall Collection, and it is this one. It is called Bell Bottom Blues, and it is this blue color. I don't know, hopefully you guys can kind of see it. There's a little bit of a glare there because I have horrible lighting today because it's raining and it's really stormy, so sorry about that. But anyway, it's almost like this TARDIS blue color, but I really, really, really like it, and it's really shiny and shimmering, iridescent. And I wore it several times this month, and the first time I wore it, I did all of my nails this color, and then the second time, I have a silver glittery nail polish, so I did one accent nail, and the rest were blue. It was perfect, and it reminds me so much of Dr. Who, because it's definitely like TARDIS blue, so I'm really, really enjoying this new fall color by Essie. The second item, I finally decided to try BB cream. I've heard a lot about BB cream, but I wasn't entirely sure how to use it, and I decided to just try it and get it, and I am trying out the Maybelline Dream Fresh BB 8-in-1 Beauty Balm Skin Protector Cream. It's this tinted cream that you can put on. I think some people actually use it as a light foundation. It doesn't have the coverage I want, so I use it under my foundation. So I use a Bare Minerals Matte Compact Foundation, Powder Foundation. So I use this under my foundation, and it's perfect because it gives me a little bit of extra coverage. It can cover the spots and even out my skin tone more than if I just put on my foundation. So I really, really, really like this. I put on my Bare Essentials Primer, then I put this on, and then I put on my powder foundation, which is the Bare Essentials Matte Compact Foundation. And it goes on really well. Whoa. It goes on really well, and it really gives me a good coverage, nice even tone all over my face. So I've really, really been enjoying this product. I haven't tried any of the other BB creams that are out on the market. If anybody has tried this one and they find that there is a better brand of BB cream, let me know because I'd be interested in knowing what that is. To finish out my video, I have a couple little random favorites from this past month. The first one is music related. If you guys know, I think I've mentioned it a few times on my channel, I love Irish music. I love folk Irish music as well as modern folk Irish music, I guess you would say, which is kind of where this band falls into, and that would be Gaelic Storm. I love Gaelic Storm. They kind of do their own spins on Irish classics. If you guys know, I think I've mentioned it a few times on my channel, I love Irish music. I love folk Irish music as well as modern folk Irish music, I guess you would say, which is kind of where this band falls into, and that would be Gaelic Storm. I love Gaelic Storm. They kind of do their own spins on Irish classics. They'll also do Irish classic folk songs, and I really, really love Gaelic Storm. They're hilarious. They have some really funny songs, but they came out with a new album in September, and that was Matching Sweaters. It has been been a couple of years since they've come out with an album, so I was so excited when they came out with this one, and I've really been enjoying it so far. It's a really, really fun album, as per usual. The next random item is actually a coat. So I like pea coats, but I have a hard time finding one that fits me. They tend to be a little bit too big, and they're not really form-fitting, if that makes any sense, and I kind of wanted one that was a little more sleek looking, so I've been looking for years, and the past two I've had have been kind of too big on me, and I finally found one at Target, and it was this one right here. It is made, and it is wool, and it has a nice lining inside, but it looks like this, and then it has a zipper, and then it also has these toggle closures, and it has a hood and pockets, and it is super warm, and it's super nice, and it fits me really, really nice. So I really, really like this coat, and I'm glad I was finally able to find one that's nice and warm, and it fits perfectly. The next random item from the month of October I was so excited about, and it was one of my more anticipated things for this year, and that is the Johanna Basford's Lost Ocean coloring book. This is her third coloring book. I love Johanna Basford's coloring books. I have her Enchanted Forest and her Secret Garden, and I had to pick up her Lost Ocean. I love, 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 love her pictures. It came out at the end of October, and it's just as awesome as her other ones. Like, here's one picture. It's a 2-page spread, and it's just so much fun. I'm so looking forward to coloring this one. I've already started the first page, and like got some jellyfish action going on there. And then there's one here I really can't wait to get to, and it is this pirate ship. So very excited about this. I've only started the first one so far, which is the cover page with the fish. And so I've started that one. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm really, really excited to color on this one. I just love her works, and I'm secretly hoping that she'll come out with a Christmas one. She has hinted at some Christmas pictures on her Instagram, but I'm wondering if that would just be like one Christmas page she releases for Christmas. Not sure, but I'm holding out hope that she will release an entire coloring book of nothing but Christmas pictures. I will forever live in hope. Alright guys, that is it for this month's monthly favorites for the month of October. You'll have to let me know what one of your favorite things was for the month of October, and if you've tried any of these things, you'll have to let me know what you thought of them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, happy reading. Bye!